Hi, this is the Price Action Analyst. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm having a look at Monero XMR. So this is a very popular cryptocurrency. It's one I've had for a long time. Well, it was the first cryptocurrency I actually had. So I'm just doing a review of Monero. It has been a buy recommendation prior to the move, and now it's a hold again because our entry was, weeks ago. So, the story with XMR is prices basically come down and then it's consolidated in these lower levels. There's been a few attempts to break out, but, it's consolidated, breakout there. Prices come back inside. It's pushed up again, back inside. But this support level's held, and so now you've got support that's held, you've got pushes up away from support, and then you've got this trend line here, which price is now broken out from, retraced, and then pushed up from. So this is the bit I want to talk about. So our buy recommendation, sorry, I haven't looked exactly where it was. It was kind of around here where we started. I noticed the breakout. We might have been buying at this retrace and the push up. So price did retest and go against us, but again, because that was a retest of the trend line, I think we were also buying it here, or it had a buy recommendation on. And then interestingly, again, where the beginning of this push was, this is where the retrace kind of came down and tested. And so we had, a big selling bar, a buying bar. And as I've explained in other videos, you get that momentum down. This is all, in bars, but you could drill down to the hourly and see the same thing. Big push down, retrace up, and then another test of the low, and then the buying off that was indicative that it was going to push up and out. And again, it made a new high there, came back inside, pushed up, and then it's retraced. And I have still been encouraging people to buy inside this zone. And, this push up and these wicks here are kind of indicative to me that price is going to, the low is going to be about here somewhere. And you can see that's kind of exactly what's happened. So these green lines are the ideal entry zone that my subscribers get, and the instruction was if it retraces, try and get it in the ideal zone. So, we've had a chance to buy XMR here, here, and here on this retrace. And so now it's a hold recommendation. It's too late. It's just a question of where I think it's going to go. So just going back to the history, the fact that, you've got this support levels held, very well. Price has not been able to push below here. You've got this trend line that you can frame up, and price is now broken out of here, retraced, and it's pushing up. And there's no obvious untested air there. The other thing was, as it's kind of pushed up and out of here, there was a resistance level here that offered, substantial resistance. Price kind of pushed through it here and retraced and pushed up, and it's retraced again. So this is very thorough price discovery. There's no untested air here, and that the support levels holding, and then this retrace and all this sort of tested area in terms of the price action. This makes me more what's the word I'm looking for? More confident that this move is going to be strong, and this is the start of an uptrend. I guess that's the short way to say it. I believe that this now is the start of XMR's uptrend. And as you can see, you know, we've been waiting for this for quite some time. You've had a similar thing happen here. You know, you could say, oh, we're in an uptrend now, but, you know, support's only been tested twice. Price after that has come down, retested support, tried to push up again, retested it again, consolidated, and now pushing out, and the volume is growing again. And then because of this historical price action has made a trend line there that, you know, you're now able to show another breakout and a push up. So I do think that this is going to be a substantial push. So then the question would be where, you know, I'm not able to project price because there was no movement up into this. So I'm not really sure how to make a projection off of that. In terms of where I think price will see resistance. So this very strong move up into resistance is indicative of me that price is not just going to stop here. So it'll, you know, that resistance zone will matter, but price will go through it. So, you know, you've got these two peaks here, and halfway is normally a good place to judge. So, you know, roughly something like that. So expect price to maybe stall around there. You know, if you're short, if you've got in here and you're short-term trading, you could look to exit around there. But for me, with my time frame purpose, sorry, for the time frame that I have, which is like long-term, I'm not, you know, it'll have to look pretty bearish when it gets up there for me to consider selling. I'm expecting this to trend up now. So, you know, I guess what I'm expecting is something like that, and then a retest of resistance, even if it comes inside, and another push up, something like that. And so this will be the real key test, is to see what happens here. And again, this is not the first. You had this high here, you know, you had a wash of that and a very strong push down, and now you're coming for that again. So, but you're coming for it in the context of an uptrend. So again, you might see some weakness, but I expect the retrace to be pretty shallow off the back of that. So you know, this is where I see XMR going. And again, this has been a long time coming. You know, I think a lot of people, you hear it with Ripple. Ripple has similar price action. You know, people get very, very despondent in here. You see the comments about, you know, Ripple never fails to like crash and stuff like that. So this has been a long time coming. And, you know, I think a lot of people are just used to selling the highs. And so I think, you know, you have to be responsive to change in the price action. And I think this is an uptrend now. So I would not be, you know, I'd be buying the dips now instead of selling the highs. So that's how I see XMR going. And, you know, the other thing is XMR is like one of the major altcoins, and it's the go-to for people that are concerned about privacy. So, you know, it has a real world application. There's utility in that makes sense. And given where the world is going, that utility, I think, is going to get more valuable, not less. So, you know, there's every reason for XMR to be pushing up for the lows. Like, I'm surprised it's still down here, to be honest. So anyways, I hope that's helpful. The two things that I would sort of, to summate this video, is that, again, our choice of buy area was good, and I think XMR is starting an uptrend. So if you like that video, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.